I think we're going to your next talk, Fernando.
Okay.
Now I give it over again to you.
Yes, I'm opening the other slides because in this case I have to open a package named Time Traveling. Just a few seconds and I will be okay. I'm ready again. In this case, we are expected to time travel within the energy consumption. In this case, we are with clients we are serving in Milano, Italy, that is called RSE. This is the way it sounds in Italian, RSE in English. This acronym means research about the electric systems. They are a public company. Basically, they are owned by the Italian government, and they provide mainly advice and know-how to the big and mid-sized Italian companies about electricity, electrical consumptions, electricity-related trends, because they are working again under the umbrella of the European Union, and the corporate mission of RSE, or RSE in Italian, is providing advice in order to reduce the carbon footprint of the big companies and mid-sized companies, in order to change basically the way they have used their industrial processes with electricity. Means they are looking at 2050. 2050 is a very, very important milestone within the European Union vision about energy consumptions and in general about saving as much as possible our natural ecosystems. It's not only European Union involved in that, but in this case we are talking from a European Union perspective, mainly looking at electricity from Italy. And what we did is time traveling in order to have people mainly attending big public events about electricity, electrical consumptions, so corporate event, basically, corporate fairs, having them understanding what electrical consumption is today. With today, I mean 2022, because this project started into 2020 and was ready at the end of 2021. And knowing or understanding better forecasts about 2030 and the forecasts about 2040 and mainly 2050. So time traveling, experimenting by a number of simulations what the electricity consumptions looks like if you change such a consumption parameter or such a production parameter or such another. This is why simulation is the key word. People attending a corporate exhibit are expected to meet with electrical engineers from this company, and they are expected to jump into three different possible trips. For example, they can explore traveling 2020, 2030, so short-term exploration, mid-term 2040, or very long-term 2020, 2050. So three different time travels or time trips in order to explore what Italy and Europe and the world will look like. For sure, all is based on forecasts. We are not sure at all about 2050, but the efforts were using all the research performed by this company on behalf of the Italian government under the umbrella of the European Union in order to provide their clients with forecasts and trends in a way that is better compared with purely traditional way of sharing know-how. There is a question if I'm sharing slides, not for the moment, but I'm about to share now some slides because they are representing this time travel. First of all, the names directly involved into this project, Cristina Caricchioli, Marco Borgarello. They are two senior directors from RSA or RSE. And this is the book that we designed and developed for them in an IRIAL solution. IRIAL is our concept since 2012. Is an interactive and immersive environment where people are expected to interact with these visualizations that may be photos and mainly videos or infographics, like in this case. So I'm sharing with you something more detailed like this, that is the very beginning of the time travel. So you can see what people are expected or better are offered and provided as initial options. So you can touch 2020, or you can also go back to 20,000, or you can touch 2030 or 2040 till, by the way, 2050. To understand, in this case, the new geography of energy. There are a number of infographics that are multimedia infographics available like this. So the ice melting, in this case, the Antarctic pole, is part of a movie, in this case, an interactive movie. In this case, you can jump into a solar plant. In this case, you can jump inside industrial production, and then you are expected to be shown with information about electrical. This is a jigsaw puzzle about carbon footprint, 8 pieces to rebuild and to have a better understanding. This is, by the way, an in-cloud solution, because we are providing not only the physical installation, physical pop-up, but also the digital twin, because today the exhibits are not only brick and mortar, but usually are also online. So same experience, even if it's less immersive, could be performed online, not only within a physical place. So you can see different infographics just to have a direct flavor about what we did. All is interactive, all is touchable, all could be moved from a wall to another, both online and within the brick and mortar facilities where we install this portable pop-up. Usually it takes 4 hours to install the pop-up. The infographics, examples about the future. And let me share also a short video with Christina talking about the experience. I just have to copy and paste a link, YouTube, sorry, not LinkedIn, but YouTube link. Just a few seconds. I'm copying and pasting here.
Hi, my name is Cristina Cavicchioli. I'm a senior researcher at RSC, an Italian research center on energy issues. I'm responsible of national financed project on energy efficiency in the industrial sector. This initiative is in the frame of the European Union objective to be climate neutral within 2050, to have an economy with net zero greenhouse gas emissions on that date. The objective is at the heart of the European Green Deal and in line with the European commitment to global climate action under Paris Agreement. Considering with this initiative, we decided to develop an interactive and immersive experience for 3 main objectives. The first is to announce the communication of our project results. The second is to foster a positive approach to energy efficiency. And the third is to pave the path to energy transition economies, supporting a travel towards a climate neutral society. The transition to a climate neutral society is a really urgent challenge, but it is also an opportunity to build a better future for our children. This is absolutely not only a technical issue. The involvement of the general public is crucial. This initiative concerns with bridging the gap between scientists on one side and the general audience on specific technical themes, by means of a new form of communication. Indeed, the communication of science is a complex process, and it is based on distilling the technical information about science-related topics into understandable message for the general public. For this scope, we developed a communication based on the time-traveling metaphor. The audience is engaged with an immersive and interactive experience in the year 2020, 2030, and 2050. Well, when we planned this experience, 2020 was the present, but now is the past, but never mind. The audience can travel along 3 main axes: the energy consumption trends, the European and Italian public policies on energy green gas emissions, and also on a travel on available technologies to reduce the carbon footprint of the industries. The audience is also involved and can take a decision to travel from 2020 to 2050 or explore one or two themes. Other choice that can be taken by the audience are on the time periods and on the focus. They can deep some issues and or other. And we tested this communication experience with the general audience in meetings and in fairs and the exposition, and the general public looks really interested. I hope you can enjoy it coming in Italy and appreciating. Thank you for your attention. Bye.
Okay, I hope you enjoyed this video. Was Cristina that with Marco are the two key people from RSC that worked in a very engaged and tough way in order to make this project reality, an immersive and interactive reality that is traveling, time traveling, but also physically and geographically traveling inside Italy, fair by fair, in order to host the targets that, as I was saying at the very beginning, are people, usually senior executives from corporations, so bigger companies and mid-sized Italian companies, in need to learn more and mainly to experience by simulation what the energetic consumption future and present looks like. This is why all is highly visualized, all is interactive, all is immersive, and all is available both within a physical brick and mortar facility as well as online into the cloud. I thank you again for your presence and for you attending also this session. And please let me know if you have questions or curiosity or something that you would love to discuss a little bit more about this experience.
Thank you again for your interesting talk. Are there any questions here in the virtual community? Okay, there are no questions. I think I understood it correct that this installation is already in use, right?
Yes, this is traveling the entire Italy, fair by fair, because this company has as a main mission disseminating knowledge about electrical trends and consumption, and triggering change in terms of reducing a carbon footprint of big and mid-sized companies from Italy. So they have to really disseminate knowledge, awareness, and commitment under the umbrella of the European Union framework about 2050 zero carbon, let's say dioxide footprint society.
Did you already get some feedback of the?
Yes, feedbacks are so far highly positive, because in the past they were only used to communicate in a very institutional way by written papers or at least by printed posters, static printed posters, or very traditionally minded websites without interaction. The results that now they are trying to communicate in a very engaging, at least interactive way. So people are saying that they are fine with this new type and approach. Visual communication, three-dimensional visualization, interaction, and some minimum of gamified experience, because time traveling is just the metaphor to have people understanding what they are expected to do and which type of takeaways they are expected to have at the end of the experience. Compared with the previous approach, for the moment they are very happy, and they already decided to go further for the next 3 years with a number of new events, also new contents, in order to keep going like that during the fairs that they are used to attend. So at least they decided for the next 3 years to keep the company engaged this way with this type of interactive and immersive experiences. So we are happy for that.
Very nice. Sounds very good. Okay, thank you again for your interesting talk.